The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates more than 12 million people in the U.S. will have atrial fibrillation in the year 2030. Atrial fibrillation is an irregular heart rhythm that can lead to blood clots in your heart. And in today's Your Healthy Family, we're talking to a doctor with the NCH Heart Institute about how you can detect it.
In atrial fibrillation, the heart, instead of beating in a normal rhythm, every cell starts beating on its own, so it just starts quivering.
Dr. Dinesh Sharma, an electrophysiologist, says around 50% of patients can feel atrial fibrillation, or a-fib.
Symptoms could be heart flutter, like feeling palpitation, heart skipping beats, but the common symptom is they just feel weak and fatigued. They have less energy.
Some patients feel chest pains if their heart is beating too fast.
But there's a significant amount of patients who have no symptoms at all.
Which is concerning because when the heart isn't beating right, blood flow is sluggish and can form tiny blood clots.
Those clots can go to circulation and increase the risk of stroke. And around 20 to 30% of strokes happen because of atrial fibrillation, which patient did not know about because they did not have any symptoms.
That's why it's so important to diagnose patients with atrial fibrillation before something catastrophic. Dr. Sharma says new studies out of Sweden show if patients use their wearable device, like an Apple Watch, to check their EKG, they may be able to detect a-fib. An EKG detects electrical signals in the heart.
If you just do an EKG twice a day for a few weeks, then we may be able to pick up atrial fibrillation in high-risk patients.
Which is anyone 75 and older. In fact, in one study, without even knowing it,
around 5% of patients had a-fib.
So now that you know what atrial fibrillation is, in tomorrow's Your Healthy Family, we'll talk about how to treat it. Then on Friday, a clinical trial happening right now at NCH to help people with a-fib. I'm Lisa Greenberg, and for more health stories, head to fox4now.com/yourhealthyfamily.